5, 4, 3.
Good morning, folks. My name is Rex Richardson, the mayor of the city of Long Beach. It's Tuesday, and this is our weekly live stream update on our response to the homelessness crisis right here in Long Beach. Today, I'm joined by our chief of police, Wally Hebeish, who will share more about Long Beach Police Department's quality of life team. That's our special team that focuses on the homeless community, and you'll hear a little bit about that team today. Last week, I provided an update on what we accomplished in the first 4 weeks since the city of Long Beach made its emergency declaration. Today, I have a few more pieces of data to share with you on what we've been doing. In January, our staff received 248 requests for outreach. We recorded 186 outreach contacts. That's 166 people that we connected with and provided resources to. Staff also received about 469 phone calls from residents seeking help from our continuum. Our shelters were nearly 100% at capacity, with occupancy at 410 residents across our shelter locations and our programs. Now, when I say shelter locations, right now we have the ABC in North Long Beach. We've got the winter shelter out at Community Hospital in East Long Beach. And as I mentioned last week, our soon-to-be open winter shelter at Silverado Park on the west side will give us an additional 84 beds, which are vitally needed with our already extremely high occupancy at current sites. So it's distributed all across our city, north, east, west, so we can comprehensively address this crisis. And we'll continue to build on strategies that we know are making a difference, like our mobile access center. This is our mobile resource that goes out to the community and provides resources to folks on the street where they are. We'll continue to share data and information on progress so that all of us can understand the impact of our investments and make adjustments when necessary. Right now, staff are finalizing a dashboard where community members will be able to access data in an informative and easy-to-use format. With all of these efforts together, we know that every department in the city has an important role to play. Chief Hebeish is here today with us to speak about our efforts related to safety and the health and well-being of our homeless residents, and ensure that they're treated with dignity and connected with the resources the city and our partners have available. So, Wally, thanks for being here with us today.
Thank you, Mayor.
Let's talk.
Yeah, great. Thank you for having me. I'm privileged to be here today, and I'm happy to be joining you to discuss our efforts surrounding homelessness and the homelessness crisis response that the city is moving forward with. So I want everybody to know that we recognize that homelessness is a complex issue. It's extremely complex. There's multiple layers to addressing homelessness. This requires a collaborative, citywide, interdepartmental approach, which is the police department is proud to be a part of. Although being homeless is not a crime, the police department is prepared to respond strategically regarding crimes committed by or against someone experiencing homelessness. Our officers are trained in areas of crisis intervention and de-escalation and are frequently called to ensure that they're addressing issues related to homelessness and quality of life concerns. And leading these efforts for the police department is our quality of life team, a group of police officers who are extremely passionate about the work they do. Our quality of life officers work closely with our partners to assist in facilitating services, resources, and protection for those experiencing homelessness in our community. This team, created in 2007, plays a vital role in building relationships in the community to connect those experiencing homelessness with support, housing, transportation, and mental health services. This collaborative response model is also supported by our mental evaluation team, or MET team, which was created in 1996 and partners an LBPD officer with a mental health clinician to respond to calls for service involving those in a mental health crisis. In 2022, these teams made over 9,100 contacts offering services to persons experiencing homelessness, resulting in temporary housing for nearly 400 people and permanent housing for almost 40 people in our city. The Quality of Life team participated in over 1,200 cleanups throughout the city in 2022, and $2.4 million were allocated for additional outreach and cleanup along the riverbeds over the next 2 years. In addition to our response, intervention, and prevention efforts, one of the focus areas in our city's homeless crisis response is improving overall public safety for our entire community. Today, I'm pleased to announce that we're making strides in this area, and we've doubled our quality of life team. We've selected 4 additional police officers to join the team on a full-time basis, bringing the team to a total of 8 police officers. This reaffirms our commitment to improving quality of life by increasing our capacity to address and support how our city is responding to the homeless crisis. Our quality of life team does an incredible job of connecting residents with services, but often it takes many contacts with someone before they'll accept services. A recent example, one of our quality of life officers, Officer Tith, he spent the last 5 years building a relationship with a woman experiencing homelessness along the Anaheim corridor. Checking in on her, visiting her. She's a well-known individual, known as a neighborhood mom. She cooks, prepares shelter, providing meals and shelter to others, and helping out unhoused people in the area. Officer Tith spoke with her on a regular basis, and earlier this month, he was successful in getting her into permanent housing. So keeping our community safe is my top priority as the Chief of Police. To this end, we've increased the presence of patrol officers, quality of life officers, and bike officers throughout the city, including another great announcement, which is the creation of our Strategic Outreach and Prevention Bike Team, the STOP team, as you're familiar with, Mayor.
That's right.
The STOP team is going to consist of 16 bike-trained officers to help enhance safety in our business corridors, our parks, open spaces, where people gather. It's really a community policing approach to not only reducing crime, but improving the quality of life for everyone. When staffing permits, we've increased our foot patrols. We have officers out of their vehicles, engaging with the community, talking to business owners, and trying to make meaningful connections to address issues related to homelessness and crime in our community. And we're going to continue working with our residents and our other partners to effectively mitigate the variety of issues our city is experiencing regarding homelessness. As part of this, we'll continue to support a safe and vibrant city along with the other city departments. And on behalf of the Long Beach Police Department, I want to express my gratitude to our community for ongoing support and partnership. And I'm proud to serve as your Chief of Police, and we'll continue working with the city team to address this issue and create a safe and welcoming place for everyone. Thank you, Mayor. Appreciate you having me here.
Fantastic. Thanks, Chief.
Yep.
We have a great Chief of Police. I want to just, while we have you here, just, raise a few things. So it's great that we have the STOP team. I think that's incredible. And that the council, in partnership, we doubled the quality of life. I can tell you, as a council member for 8.5 years, the quality of life officer was a tremendous resource up in North Division, and now you're doubling. And I think that makes a huge difference. But how can people in the community reach the police department if they are facing, or if they want to come and talk with you regarding a person experiencing homelessness or an encampment? Who do they call?
Yeah, so that's a great question, Mayor. And there's a variety of ways to reach the police department. The priority or the primary way is through our communication center. Mm-hmm. So call our non-emergency line. It is 562-437-6511. Mm-hmm. That's a non-emergency call. If there is an emergency, obviously you call 911. But these quality of life issues go beyond just a police response. So There's other areas in which the community can engage with our officers in our department. So if you're attending a commander forum or emailing the patrol resource officer, sharing issues or chronic problems, we can address them that way as well. But if it's a call for a police response, it really needs to go through our communication center. That way we're tracking and sharing information with our partners as well.
A couple more things. So the quality of life program. So what special training do quality of life officers actually receive?
Right. Another very good question, because the quality of life officers, when they're selected, those that are selected are selected because they've shown a passion for this work. Mm-hmm. So they already have this drive and desire to do this type of work. In addition to all of the regular police training that they receive, they have advanced training in crisis intervention, mm-hmm. mental health response, de-escalation. And they're trained by other city partners to understand the resources available to persons experiencing homelessness, how to get people housing, how to get them into substance abuse centers, how to provide mental health care, a variety of training that is specific to their area, along with all of the other advanced officer training they receive.
No, that's great. Lots of training. And, I'll just mention it. And we can't necessarily attribute this to the homeless issue, but we do know that we've experienced some burglaries in recent weeks, and it's been great to be out talking with the businesses, with our police department and our biz care team to offer resources. But what words of hope can we offer to some of the commercial businesses that have been burglarized in the last few weeks?
Sure. The words of hope I can offer is that this is a priority for me and our department
Absolutely.
and all of our employees to address this issue. So we've increased staffing and resources in specific areas within the city. We're prioritizing our forensic science response and our analysis of data, but we also rely heavily on our community partners and having this shared responsibility of public safety to try to impact and mitigate any burglaries that are happening. So we're very focused on what's happening right now, and it is a top priority for myself and our command staff.
Thanks, Chief.
Thank you, sir.
So as you can see, we have a smart chief. He's a great communicator. He has a heart for service, and he's on the job. It's really a special time right now in public safety, as you see a lot of innovation coming forward from our new Citizen Police Oversight Commission, adopted by the voters this past November, to the STOP team, to expansion of quality of life, to park ambassadors in our parks. Alternative crisis response models, MET teams. It's a moment for a lot of innovation in our city. And all of it is about us being on the same page, the same team, with the same goal of having a safe community for everyone, no matter what zip code you live in. So we're grateful to work with, for the work that our department's putting in and for your commitment to serving everyone in our community. We're grateful to have you here with us every single week. We believe that these regular check-ins are valuable and important and shows accountability to the city and to our unhoused residents. Thank you, and now we'll proceed with interpretation in Spanish and Khmer. Thank you.
Muy buenos días a todos ustedes. Es martes y gracias por sintonizarse. Vamos a compartir con ustedes estas actualizaciones en vivo sobre nuestra respuesta de crisis de personas sin hogar en la ciudad de Long Beach. Hoy nos acompañó el alcalde Rex Richardson, además compartiendo con el jefe de policía Wally Hebeish, quien compartió también sobre el equipo de calidad de vida del Departamento de Policía de Long Beach. La semana pasada, el alcalde Richardson dio una actualización sobre lo que logramos en las primeras 4 semanas desde que la ciudad dio su declaración de emergencia. Hoy tenemos algunos datos para compartir con ustedes sobre el trabajo que hemos estado haciendo. En enero, nuestro personal recibió 248 solicitudes de divulgación y registro de 166 contactos del mismo. El personal también respondió a 469 llamadas telefónicas. Nuestros refugios estaban casi al 100% de su capacidad, con una ocupación de 410 residentes en todas nuestras ubicaciones, lo cual los programas se dedican a los mismos refugios. Como mencioné la semana pasada, nuestro refugio de invierno que proporciona tendrá la apertura en el Parque Silverado. Nos dará 84 camas adicionales que estarán disponibles para los que lo necesiten, lo cual es vital y necesario con nuestra ocupación ya extremadamente alta en los dichos sitios. Con todos estos esfuerzos, sabemos que cada departamento de la ciudad juega un papel fundamental que tienen que desempeñar. El jefe Hebeish estuvo aquí el día de hoy para hablar sobre nuestros esfuerzos relacionados con la seguridad y la salud, el bienestar de nuestros residentes y de las personas sin hogar, asegurando que sean tratados con dignidad y que sean vinculados con los recursos que la ciudad necesita y los socios para reintegrarlos a la sociedad. Reconocemos que la falta de vivienda es un problema extremadamente complejo, con múltiples capas para abordar, y la falta de vivienda requiere un enfoque interdepartamental entre todos nosotros. Aunque estar sin hogar no es un delito, el Departamento de Policía está preparado para reaccionar de forma estratégica y coordinada con respecto a los delitos cometidos contra alguien que no tiene un hogar. Los funcionarios reciben formación en áreas de intervención de crisis con frecuencia para que puedan apoyar a otras personas, liderando los esfuerzos. Tenemos varios ejemplos de los departamentos de policía en el área del equipo conocido como Quality Life, Un grupo de oficiales de policía son extremadamente apasionados para conllevar su trabajo. Este equipo fue creado 2017, que desempeña un papel vital en la construcción de relaciones con la comunidad para conectar unos con otros. Este modelo de respuesta colaborativa también se centra y cuenta con el apoyo de nuestro equipo de evaluación mental, o conocido como MED por sus siglas en inglés, que se creó en 1996 y se asocia con un oficial del departamento de Long Beach, que proporciona apoyo de seguro médico y otros aspectos relacionados para que puedan abordar ese tema. En 2022, estos equipos hicieron más de 9,100 contactos ofreciendo servicios a personas sin hogar, lo cual es algo importante de destacar, lo que resultó en vivienda temporal para casi 400 personas y vivienda permanente para casi 40. El equipo de calidad de vida participó en más de 1,200 llamadas y también en limpieza, que los apoyaron en toda la ciudad, y así asignaron $2.4 millones para el alcance adicional y limpieza a lo largo de todos los lechos del río durante los próximos 2 años. Hoy nos complace anunciar que estamos avanzando en esta área y hemos duplicado nuestro equipo de calidad de vida. Hemos seleccionado a 4 oficiales adicionales de la policía para unirse, que se integren al equipo de tiempo completo, lo que eleva el equipo a un total de 8 oficiales de la misma policía. El equipo de calidad de vida hace un trabajo increíble, sin duda alguna, que conecta a los residentes con los servicios, pero a menudo se necesitan muchos contactos con alguien antes de que los acepten y que puedan proceder. Un ejemplo más reciente es de 2 oficiales de Quality Life. El oficial Tiff, el cual ha pasado los últimos 5 años construyendo una relación con una mujer que no tiene hogar a lo largo del corredor de Anaheim. Era conocida como la madre del vecindario. Cocinaba, proporcionaba refugios y apoyaba a otras personas que también estaban atravesando por lo mismo, no tener vivienda. Ella prácticamente estuvo en contacto con el mismo oficial, hablaban regularmente con ella y a principios de este mes la ayudó con éxito rotundo a obtener una vivienda permanente, lo cual es un ejemplo de viva voz de lo que están ahorita desempeñando todos los funcionarios de la misma ciudad. Gracias por acompañarnos el día de hoy y esperamos que se pueda sintonizar la próxima semana nuevamente el martes a las 11 de la mañana. Nuestra transmisión semanal es en vivo y es sobre la respuesta de emergencia de la ciudad de Long Beach a la falta de vivienda. Muchísimas gracias por sintonizarnos. Que tengan un buen día.
Bàសូមជម្រាបសួរបងប្អូនទាំងអស់គ្នាយើងខ្ញុំសូមស្វាគមន៍ថ្ងៃនេះគឺជាថ្ងៃអង្គារហើយជាថ្ងៃដែលយើងបន្តផ្សព្វផ្សាយប្រចាំសប្តាហ៍ដើម្បីជម្រាបជូនបងប្អូនអំពីការឆ្លើយតបរបស់យើងទៅនឹងវិបត្តិអនាថាឬក៏ភាពគ្មានទីជម្រកស្នាក់នៅក្នុងទីក្រុង Long Beach របស់យើងថ្ងៃនេះយើងមានវត្តមានលោកអភិបាលក្រុងលោក Richardson និងអគ្គស្នងការប៉ូលីសលោក Wally Hebeish ដែលលោកនឹងចែករំលែកព័ត៌មានបន្ថែមទៀតជូនបងប្អូនឲ្យបានជ្រាបអំពីក្រមពង្រឹងគុណភាពជីវិតនៃនាយកដ្ឋានប៉ូលីសក្រុង Long Beach កាលពីសប្តាហ៍មុនលោកអភិបាលក្រុង Richardson បានជម្រាបជូនបងប្អូនរួចទៅហើយអំពីអ្វីដែលយើងបានសម្រេចនៅក្នុងរយៈពេល4សប្តាហ៍ដំបូងតាំងតែពីសាលាក្រុងបានប្រកាសដាក់ភាពអនាថានៅក្នុងភាពអាសន្នថ្ងៃនេះយើងមានទិន្នន័យបន្ថែមមួយចំនួនទៀតដើម្បីជម្រាបជូនបងប្អូនអំពីអ្វីដែលយើងកំពុងតែដិតដៃដិតជើងធ្វើបាទនៅក្នុងខែមករាមន្ត្រីរបស់យើងទទួលបានសំណើ248សំណើដែលស្នើសុំឲ្យចុះទៅដល់ទីតាំងផ្ទាល់ហើយបានកត់ឈ្មោះប្រជាពលរដ្ឋ166នាក់ដើម្បីទំនាក់ទំនងនៅក្នុងការចុះទៅដល់ទីតាំងផ្ទាល់តែម្ដងមិនតែប៉ុណ្ណោះមន្ត្រីរបស់យើងក៏បានឆ្លើយតបទៅនឹងបងប្អូនដែលទូរស័ព្ទមកចំនួន469លើក ទីជំរករបស់យើងឥឡូវនេះបានទទួលបងប្អូនអាណាថាចិត្តពេញ 100% ដោយមានបងប្អូនយើងចំនួន410នាក់ដែលប្រើប្រាស់ទីជំរកនៅគ្រប់ទីតាំងនៅទូទាំងក្រុងរបស់យើងនិងកម្មវិធីរបស់យើងដោយខ្ញុំបានជម្រាបកាលពីសប្តាហ៍កន្លងទៅរួចទៅហើយទីជំរករដូវរងាដែលគ្រោងនឹងបើកដំណើរការនៅក្នុងពេលឆាប់ៗនេះនៅឯ Ocean Silverado នឹងមានក្រែបន្ថែមចំនួន84ក្រែទៀតដែលជាសេចក្តីត្រូវការចាំបាច់បំផុតដើម្បីបន្ថែមសមត្ថភាពផ្ទុកបងប្អូនអាណាថាដែលមានចំនួនយ៉ាងច្រើននៅតាមទីជំរកដែលមានស្រាប់របស់យើងទាំងនេះគឺជាការខិតខំប្រឹងប្រែងរបស់យើងដើម្បីដោះស្រាយបញ្ហារបស់យើងដឹងហើយថានាយកដ្ឋាននីមួយៗនៅក្នុងក្រុងសុទ្ធតែមានចំណែកដែលត្រូវធ្វើរៀងៗខ្លួនលោកមេប៉ូលីស Wally Hebeish ក៏មានវត្តមាននៅទីនេះនៅថ្ងៃនេះដើម្បីឲ្យលោកបានជម្រាបជូនបងប្អូនអំពីកិច្ចខិតខំប្រឹងប្រែងរបស់យើងពាក់ព័ន្ធទៅនឹងសុវត្ថិភាពសុខភាពនិងសុខុមាលភាពរបស់បងប្អូនប្រជាពលរដ្ឋដែលរស់នៅក្នុងភាពអនាថានោះដើម្បីធ្វើយ៉ាងណាធានាឲ្យពួកគាត់បានទទួលនៅសេចក្តីថ្លៃថ្នូរនិងទទួលបានការណែនាំពួកគាត់ឲ្យទទួលបានធនធានផ្សេងពីសាលាក្រុងនិងដៃគូរបស់យើងខ្ញុំទទួលស្គាល់ថាបញ្ហាអនាថាឬក៏ភាពគ្មានទីជម្រកស្នាក់នៅនេះគឺជាបញ្ហាស្មុគស្មាញខ្លាំងមែនទែនវាមានបញ្ហាដោយសារតែមានភាពចាក់ស្រេះច្រើនជាន់ដូច្នេះដើម្បីដោះស្រាយបញ្ហានេះឲ្យចេញគឺត្រូវតែធ្វើយ៉ាងណាឲ្យមានកិច្ចសហប្រតិបត្តិការគ្នាពីគ្រប់នាយកដ្ឋានរបស់សាលាក្រុងទាំងមូលនៅក្នុងនោះមាននាយកដ្ឋានប៉ូលីសមួយដែរដែលមានមោទនភាពនៅក្នុងការចូលរួមចំណែកនៅក្នុងរឿងនេះបើទោះបីជាការរស់នៅក្នុងភាពអនាថាមិនមែនជាបទល្មើសអូក្រិដ្ឋយ៉ាងណាក៏ដោយក៏នាយកប៉ូលីសឬជាពិសេសនាយកដ្ឋានប៉ូលីសបានត្រៀមខ្លួនរួចជាស្រេចទៅហើយដើម្បីឆ្លើយតបជាយុទ្ធសាស្ត្រពាក់ព័ន្ធទៅនឹងបទល្មើសអូក្រិដ្ឋដែលប្រព្រឹត្តដោយជនអនាថាឬក៏ប្រព្រឹត្តទៅលើជនអនាថាមន្ត្រីប៉ូលីសរបស់យើងទទួលបានការបណ្ដុះបណ្ដាលផ្នែកអន្តរាគមន៍គ្រាមានវិបត្តិនិងធ្វើឲ្យស្ថានភាពធូរស្រាលឡើងវិញជារឿយៗនាយកប៉ូលីសទទួលបាននៅសំណូមពរឬសំណើពីប្រជាពលរដ្ឋឲ្យចុះជួយដោះស្រាយបញ្ហាពង្រឹងគុណភាពជីវិតដើម្បីពង្រឹងក្រុមដោះស្រាយគុណភាពជីវិតនៃអគ្គនាយកដ្ឋានប៉ូលីសនេះគឺយើងមានសមាជិកមន្ត្រីប៉ូលីសមួយក្រុមដែលមានចិត្តបដូរផ្ដាច់ដើម្បីជួយបំពេញកិច្ចការនេះក្រុមនេះត្រូវបានបង្កើតឡើងក្នុងឆ្នាំ2007ហើយបន្តដើរតួនាទីយ៉ាងសំខាន់នៅក្នុងការកសាងទំនាក់ទំនងក្នុងសហគមន៍ដើម្បីនាំបងប្អូនណែនាំឲ្យបងប្អូនអាណាថាជាពិសេសឲ្យបានទទួលជំនួយឧបត្ថម្ភលំនៅឋានការដឹកជញ្ជូននិងសេវាព្យាបាលសុខភាពផ្លូវចិត្តជាដើមvà ការឆ្លើយតបទៅនឹងបញ្ហាដែលមានកិច្ចសហប្រតិបត្តិការគ្នាល្អគឺជាគំរូមួយដែលខាងក្រមអប់រំផ្លូវចិត្តរបស់យើងគាំទ្រផងដែរក្រមអប់រំផ្លូវចិត្តនេះត្រូវបានបង្កើតឡើងតាំងពីឆ្នាំ1996មកម្លេះហើយមានភាពសហការគ្នាជាដៃគូជាមួយនឹងនាយកដ្ឋានប៉ូលីសក្រុង Long Beach និងទំនាក់ទំនងល្អជាមួយនឹងគ្រូពេទ្យផ្នែកព្យាបាលជំងឺផ្លូវចិត្តនៃតំបន់ Los Angeles ដើម្បីឆ្លើយតបទៅនឹងតាមសំណូមពរនិងសំណើផ្ដល់សុំសេវាសម្រាប់បងប្អូនប្រជាពលរដ្ឋយើងដែលមានវិបត្តិផ្លូវចិត្តនោះនៅក្នុងឆ្នាំ2022កន្លងទៅក្រុមនេះបានទំនាក់ទំនងប្រជាពលរដ្ឋយើងចំនួន1000សំទុះចំនួន9100នាក់ដើម្បីផ្ដល់សេវាជូនបងប្អូនយើងដែលកំពុងរស់នៅក្នុងស្ថានភាពអនាថាការជួយនេះគឺបានផ្ដល់លទ្ធផលដូចជាការផ្ដល់លំនៅឋានបណ្ដោះអាសន្នជូនប្រជាពលរដ្ឋជិត400នាក់និងផ្ដល់លំនៅឋានអចិន្ត្រៃយ៍ជូនប្រជាពលរដ្ឋជិត40នាក់ក្រុមពង្រឹងគុណភាពជីវិតនេះបានចូលរួមសកម្មភាពសម្អាតទីក្រុងចំនួនជាង1200លើកនៅទូទាំងក្រុងកាលពីឆ្នាំ2022ហើយថវិកា$2.4 លានត្រូវបានបែងចែកសម្រាប់ដាក់ចូលទៅដល់ទីតាំងផ្ទាល់នឹងការសម្អាតទីក្រុងបន្ថែមទៀតជាពិសេសនៅម្ដុំបាតព្រែកសម្រាប់រយៈពេល2ឆ្នាំទៅមុខទៀតបាទថ្ងៃនេះខ្ញុំមានសោមនស្សដើម្បីប្រកាសជូនឲ្យបងប្អូនជ្រាបថាយើងបានប្រឹងប្រែងនៅក្នុងផ្នែកនេះនិងយើងបានពង្រីកសមត្ថភាពនិងសមាជិកភាពរបស់ក្រុមពង្រឹងគុណភាពរបស់យើងនេះរហូតដល់ការឡើងទ្វេដងឯណោះយើងបានជ្រើសរើសសម្រាំងមន្ត្រីប៉ូលីសបន្ថែមដើម្បីដាក់ចូលនៅក្នុងក្រុមនេះដើម្បីឲ្យពួកគាត់បំពេញការងារពេញម៉ោងបាទឥឡូវនេះក្រុមនេះមានមន្ត្រីប៉ូលីសសរុប8នាក់ក្រុមពង្រឹងគុណភាពជីវិតនេះបានបំពេញការងារដ៏អស្ចារ្យនៅក្នុងការផ្សារភ្ជាប់និងណែនាំពលរដ្ឋយើងឲ្យបានទទួលសេវាទោះជាយ៉ាងនេះក្តីជារឿយៗមនុស្សត្រូវការកសាងទំនាក់ទំនងយូរដែរទម្រាំពួកគាត់ព្រមទទួលយកសេវាពីក្រុមនេះជាឧទាហរណ៍ដូចពេលថ្មីនេះគឺមានមន្ត្រីម្នាក់នៅក្រុមពង្រឹងគុណភាពរបស់យើងនេះគឺលោកទឹកត្រូវចំណាយពេលដល់ទៅ5ឆ្នាំឯណោះដើម្បីកសាងទំនាក់ទំនងជាមួយស្ត្រីអនាថាម្នាក់ដែលរស់នៅតាមច្រកអាណាហាមទម្រាំតែគាត់ព្រមទទួលយកសេវានោះស្ត្រីរូបនេះគឺគេស្គាល់ជាទូទៅថាជាអ្នកម្ដាយនៅក្នុងប្រចាំភូមិតែម្ដងព្រោះគាត់ដាំស្លនិងផ្ដល់ទីជម្រកនិងជួយដល់អ្នកឯទៀតដែលគ្មានទីជម្រកស្នាក់នៅម្ដុំនោះបាទលោកទឹកបានជជែកលេងជាមួយស្ត្រីរូបនោះជាប្រចាំហើយតែងតែសួរសុខទុក្ខគាត់ជាហោហែហើយនៅដើមខែនេះ មន្ត្រីរូបនេះបានជោគជ័យនៅក្នុងការជួយស្ត្រីរូបនោះឲ្យមានផ្ទះលំនៅឋានសមរម្យជាចន្ទ្រៃបាទយើងខ្ញុំសូមអរគុណបងប្អូនដែលបានតាមដានស្ដាប់និងទស្សនាការផ្សាយផ្ទាល់របស់យើងថ្ងៃនេះហើយយើងខ្ញុំសង្ឃឹមថាបងប្អូននឹងចូលរួមតាមដានព័ត៌មានយើងជាបន្តទៅទៀតនៅសប្តាហ៍ក្រោយដែលយើងផ្សាយផ្ទាល់នៅថ្ងៃអង្គារវេលាម៉ោង 11 ព្រឹកដើម្បីបងប្អូនបានជ្រាបព័ត៌មានថ្មីៗនឹងចុងក្រោយតកតងនឹងការឆ្លើយតបជាបន្តទៅនឹងបញ្ហាអនាថារបស់ទីក្រុងរបស់យើងបាទសូមអរគុណ